The communications department at Florida Memorial has been around for about 5 to 7 years, but the broadcast program just started in spring 2005. So some of the communications students had a great experience to visit the CNN Bureau of Miami, where they got a real taste of what it's like to be a network correspondent.
When it comes to teaching life lessons to students, Tonju Francois has a lot to tell.
Okay.
She's a bureau editorial producer for CNN Espanol, but her cultural background is not Hispanic.
So I started with CNN in English, and that's another emphasis. Let's talk about learning a second language. I went to Latin America and lived there for a while and learned Spanish. So I'm not a native speaker. My family's from Louisiana, Tonju Francois, but it was always my dream to learn a second language. And
that was
right
one
now,
of many messages Tonju shared with the Florida Memorial students during their visit to CNN's Miami Bureau. As the newly elected parliamentarian for the National Association of Black Journalists, Tonju has a vested interest in inspiring future communicators. Senior correspondent John Zarrella talked to them about the importance of developing sources.
We made one phone call, and the next thing you know, it's taken care of, and we're set up to go and do this piece. And it's because of those relationships that you develop over years, not overnight, over a lot of years.
CNN photojournalist Michael Miller also stressed the importance of campus knowledge and internships.
That's the foundation to this point. You start off, it may not be the best thing, but it gives you that foundation to how you put a piece together. At your level right now, you're still learning all the basics. So you start putting it together, but it's very important to learn all that.
Senior correspondent Susan Candiotti shared the human side of learning how to be a professional. For her, it included a huge censorship situation that made it on air.
And the photographer edited the stand-up close onto the end of it, and he took the wrong take. And you heard Susan Candiotti say the S word on television. I'm watching it, the noon show, and I went,
But to be a professional, Candiotti stressed committing to the craft.
Be realistic. Do you really want to start off like that, or do you really, where you learn the craft is out on the street?
No bureau visit would be complete without a student or two sliding behind the set for some FaceTime.
Hello, my name is Tiffany.
Now, I would like to thank Tonju Francois for coordinating that entire event and all of her staff members there at CNN and CNN Espanol. The kids really learned a lot, and it was an eye-opening experience for a lot of them.